And the winner of the Hudson Private and Corporate Sector Award is Rhonda Brighton.
I'm going to cry. They said there'd be tears. Thank you. I appreciate that. I totally didn't expect to receive this award, and I'm really emotional about it. What I would say, though, is that I'm very humbled by the company that I'm in, and I've been humbled since I read your bios on the internet the other night. I was just like, wow, I get to meet all those people, and I was very excited about it. But sitting here today and having spoken to some of you, I feel a cross between wildly excited and incredibly optimistic, because looking across the room of talent, skill, energy, hard work that is in this room right now, I feel like the world that I inherited from my grandmother and my mother, both of whom were single mothers, so how I ended up in corporate I'll never know. We're sort of in good hands, and I feel like we're going to leave it in a better place for my children than we inherited it, and I'm excited about that too. When I think about the women who are here, there's some incredible entrepreneurs, and hearing the businesses they've built from nowhere, and then the people who work tirelessly for the community and for government. For corporate, it's quite different, but corporate has a huge impact on all of our lives and will continue to do so. And if anything, it gets larger every day. And so it becomes very, very important about how we run those companies. And I think we can learn a great deal from both the entrepreneurs in the room and the people who work tirelessly for the government and for the society we live in on how we should be running corporates. Because if we ran it like an entrepreneur with much less regard for holding status quo, and if we ran it like a person who works for society with much higher respect for the societies and the communities we belong to, I think we'd have a better place to work, and the places that we live and work in every day would be certainly a better place to turn up to. I spent 20 years learning my craft, and I travelled all around the world and got to learn from some of the greatest teachers, and so many of them were women. Not only do I come from 3 generations of single parents, but I've had the pleasure of working with people like Linda Grattan, who's one of my great mentors out of London Business School, and what she said is an organisation or a corporate is nothing until we all turn up. And I really believe that. I think people aren't just at the heart of a corporate purpose, I think they are the corporate. Without us, we are nothing. And so I really put that into everything that I do, and I hope somewhere in the way that I'm trying to run corporates differently, we learn a different lesson about how companies should be run. But it would not be the right thing to do without saying thank you to just a couple of people. I mentioned my grandmother, who was my soulmate, who read the Sydney Morning Herald cover to cover until she was 91 and continued to work until she was 90, helping out at the old folks' home. She argued politics, religion and sport till the day she died, and she usually was arguing with me, and we had so much fun. And I just wish she was here, and I sort of know that she is. And I also want to say thank you to my mother, because as a single mother of 3 kids, she fought for our education. But she said to me, I said, you gave us such a great education, and she said, all I was trying to give you was the freedom to try new things. I just want you to have the confidence to throw yourself into your life. And she did that. And every time I stand up in a corporate meeting and I don't act like a corporate person, and I act more like an entrepreneur, I think people understand that. And the last person I really want to say thank you to is a man that I left in a camper van outside Hobart this morning at 4:45. And that's my adorable husband, Michael, who, even though he is 6 foot tall and looks like the front row of a rugby team, actually has nothing of the gender role modelling so many men have, and he has been nothing but supportive. And I am always excited. I walk in and I say, guess what? We've been married for 7 weeks. I've got this fantastic opportunity to move from Melbourne to Wagga. Do you want to go? And he said, let's go. And then we went to Amsterdam, we went to Chicago, we went to Singapore. We've been all around the world with 3 kids in suitcases. We've had the best time. And this morning at 4:45, when that taxi pulled up in that camper van, he was up with me, helping me pack my bag. And he's just such a fantastic support, and I just wish he was here. I can't wait to text him. But thank you so much to Telstra and Hudson. I well know the challenge of the corporate dollar and what it can be spent on. The sponsors, and particularly Telstra and Hudson for this award, who fight for those dollars to be spent on something as inspiring and world-changing as this, encouraging us to speak up and be louder. I really admire you, and thank you so much. Thank you.